If you're an introvert with big dreams, you need to hear this. Your dreams are not too big for your personality. You just haven't been shown the right way to chase them as an introvert. And today I'm going to change that. We all have big dreams, right? And I'm sure you've got a dream that you've been dying to chase. But sometimes we can hold ourselves back and not believe in ourselves enough. Today I'm going to talk about how to actually chase your dreams as an introvert without trying to change yourself, without trying to be someone you're not, or trying to be more extroverted. So I want you to think about something for a second. You have a big dream, right? Maybe it's starting a new career, or building a business, or moving somewhere new. Whatever it is, there's that dream inside of you just itching to get out. It's waiting for you to start. But then there's the doubt. There's you thinking, well, I'm too quiet, I'm too shy, I don't feel like I can do this. But the truth is you can. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do. And the only thing holding you back is yourself. Because you're a quiet person or because you lack confidence, you might start to wonder, is someone like me meant for big things? The answer is yes. You are meant for big things. You are meant for the things that you want to do, and you will go after them and you will achieve them. I used to think that I needed to be more loud and extroverted and have all this confidence to go after what I wanted. And I used to think that the only way to achieve things was to change myself and try and be like everyone else. But that's not the case. You have to look inside of you first and find out what makes you work, because everyone's different. And even if you have the same dream as someone else, you're both going to be on completely different journeys. You're not going to achieve them in the same way. You're going to take different paths. There will be obstacles that someone might face that you might not, and vice versa. So you can't compare your journey to someone else's. Even if you have the same dream, you can't chase that same journey. You can't try and replicate their journey, because it just won't work. You are your own individual at the end of the day, and you need to follow the path that feels right for you and that uses your natural strengths. So let me say this, you don't need to become more extroverted to achieve your goals. So you've got this dream, what is holding you back? Let's think about that for a second. Is it because you're too shy? Is it because you don't believe in yourself? Is it because you just lack that confidence and you worry about failing? These are all natural worries, and it's good to recognize them. It's good to tell yourself, okay, well, this is what is holding me back. And let's find ways to try and overcome those worries so that you can move forward and start chasing your dreams. Now, you might think that you're at a disadvantage for being an introvert because you're too quiet and you're not as loud as everyone else and you don't do things in the same way. But you actually have so many great strengths that you don't realise, and they're the exact strengths that are going to help you get to where you want to be. Let's think about the strengths that you have. You're observant. You're reflective, you think a lot, you're creative, you're probably a long-term planner, you're a good listener, and you probably have great attention to detail. These are all strengths that you can use to then go after your dreams, no matter what they are. The great thing about being an introvert is that we always think deeply about things. We don't like to act on impulse. We like to plan things out and know what's going on. We like to know where we're heading. And this is great for dreams because you can map out where you want to be and have a starting point and go through the steps until you get to where you want to be. Chasing your dream will look different to everyone else, but that's what makes you powerful. Here is the biggest mistake that introverts make when trying to chase dreams, or anything for that matter. It's that we wait until we feel confident to start. But the truth is, confidence is never going to be there before you start something. It's going to be there after you do it. So waiting to be confident is not going to help at all, because it's never going to come. You'll be waiting around, overthinking, and you'll never start. Instead, you've just got to do it. You've got to get started and take that first step, no matter how scary or daunting it seems. If you start, the confidence will show up later. Take myself, for instance. I lacked confidence before starting YouTube, but the more I do it, the more confident I feel, and that confidence is only going to grow with time. Things are meant to feel daunting beforehand. I don't think anything is meant to feel easy or like a breeze. You know, if it was that way, then no one would struggle and we'd happily go through life and make all these big changes. But that's not the reality. The reality is that we do struggle and we do overthink things, and things are overwhelming, and we don't know whether we're going to make the right choice or not. We don't know whether we're going to succeed until we do it. And that's the thing, we just have to do it. The thing to tell yourself is that growth happens slowly. So you can't expect to achieve your dreams like that. It's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is progress. And it doesn't matter if it's slow progress. It doesn't matter if your progress looks different to someone else's, because this is your journey. You will learn from mistakes along the way. You will grow as a person and tackle those challenges along the way. As an introvert, you can take the time to really work on your dreams and really figure things out, because you don't need to rush. Life is not a race, and we shouldn't be trying to chase the same things. We should be trying to chase the things that feel genuine to us, that feel authentic to us, because they're the things that matter. Don't go after something because someone else is doing the same, or because someone has told you to do that. Don't listen to anyone's opinion but your own. And this is when you have to trust your gut and trust your instinct. If there's a dream you want to go after but you're worried about people's opinions, you need to block out that outside noise and just focus on what you want. At the end of the day, this is your life, and we don't want to go through it with regrets. So we've got to trust ourselves to make those decisions and know that the journey isn't going to be perfect, but it's going to be exciting, and we're going to learn things along the way. So you're probably wondering, how can I chase my dreams as an introvert? Start by doing these things, and that's starting small. Everyone has to take the first step, and the first step's usually the hardest, but once you take that first step, it gets a little bit easier each time. Think of it as you've got this giant leap, but then afterwards you've got all these little steps that gradually take you up and up and up until you get to where you need to be. You've got to take that giant leap to start with. That's the only way you're going to get across, and from there you'll start making progress. And it doesn't matter how fast or slow you climb those steps, what matters is that you climb them. If you're trying to create something, then a good thing to do as an introvert is to build first and then show yourself after. Now, what I mean by this is work on your craft, work on whatever it is you want to do behind the scenes, focus on it, and don't let anyone know about it. Because what I found is when I've let people know what I'm working on, it has a way of sort of falling apart and not happening. So now I always keep things to myself, and once I've started making progress, then I'll show it to the world. Obviously this isn't the case for everything. Sometimes you just need to put yourself out there and see what happens and learn along the way. But as introverts, you can be planning beforehand and really honing your craft and working behind the scenes and actually doing things and achieving things and making a plan so that it all runs more smoothly. So if you're worried about being seen, then get good quietly before you show yourself. Now, when chasing after a dream, this may be obvious, but use your natural strengths. And if you're not sure what they are, ask someone, what do you think I'm good at? What qualities do you admire about me? Someone will tell you. You might not know yourself, but someone else will. Someone else sees what you don't see. Okay, so if you haven't already, write down your dreams. In fact, write down that one dream. Make it so that that one dream is your absolute focus and that you can't think of anything else. You want to live and breathe this dream. What's really important when it comes to chasing your dream is to not compare yourself to anyone else. Don't chase what other people are doing. Just because it works for someone else doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. You need to find what feels right for you, what works for you, and what you're passionate about. Now lastly, don't use your introversion as an excuse not to go after what you want. Being a quiet person doesn't change anything. If something matters to you, then you know it's worth it. You know that that's all that matters. We see all these people on social media and they look like they've got it all figured out. They look like they're a huge success. The truth is, they don't show the hustle and grind. They don't show all the hard work. What you're seeing is the result of all their hard work. You're seeing the achievement because that's what we notice. We notice the outcome more than the progress. Don't ever feel put down if it feels like you're trying and you're struggling, because trust me, so many other people have been in the same situation, and the only way to get through it is to keep going. Don't stop, no matter what. You've got this. You don't have to put yourself out there in a way that's going to overwhelm you. If you're not confident in certain aspects, then know that you can do things without having to force yourself into uncomfortable situations. You don't need to change who you are. You just need to learn how to use who you are. Your quiet nature and everything about you that makes you feel like you're not worthy is the exact thing that's going to make you stand out. So if you're an introvert with big dreams, know that it's not too late. You can show up as yourself. You can show up quietly. You can build things differently. Your dream is deep and it's real and it's you and it's worth chasing after. So if you've been wanting a sign to start, this is it. Start now. Go chase those dreams. Go whatever it is, go do it. Go after them. Get started. Quiet people change the world, not by being loud, but by being themselves. So if you're going to get started on your dream today, please drop a comment below, a thumbs up, anything to let me know that you're going to do this and nothing's going to hold you back. And if you want more videos, then you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching, and always be your wonderful introverted self.